Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I am going to show you the trades which I took in euro dollar this week. So without wasting time, let's get started. So welcome back to my channel. So as you guys know that I only trade with liquidity strategy, and my strategy is to trade with the liquidity and smart money concepts. So I am only trading euro dollar for now, and I only take trades in euro dollar. So now let's see that what happened this week with me in euro dollar. And I took some few trades, like these were the trades which I took. And like let's start from the first trade which I took on Monday. So on Monday, which what I saw was like I was on 15-minute time frame, and I don't look for like multi time frame. Like 15-minute time frame is a bellwether chart. You can use 15-minute time frame to do intraday or scalp anything, right? So I use only 15-minute time frame. So I saw this trade on 15-minute time frame, and this was the Asian high. So it's like a Asian session range high and low strategy. So everybody knows that on sessions highs and on session lows there is a liquidity. And what's the liquidity? Liquidity is the stop losses of lots of traders. So and buy stops and sell stops also. So I can see that this is the high of the Asian session range, and this is the low of the Asian session range, right? So now what I do is, what's my strategy is, I mark the highs and the lows of the session, and then what I do is I just look for the round psychological level. So over here there was this round psychological level 1.16400, right? So I placed my sell limit over here, and my stop loss was 15 pips, and my target was 1:2, right? Like this session low, Asian session low. But what happened, like market was reversing, so it went up and then it did lots of consolidation, and in this beginning of a New York session it went up and took my stop loss. So now I have to change my narrative of the market. So from now the market is bullish. So now I waited for the next day to take the trades. So once again I marked the session low over here, and I marked the session high, and now my bias is bullish, right? So I will only look for the sell side. Okay, the stop losses which are on the sell side. So where is the sell side liquidity? Sell side liquidity is below of this low, below of the old session highs and lows. So and now I have to place my buy limit also. So where my buy limit will be? My buy limit will be at 1.16800. It's around psychological level, right? So lots of transaction happens on round psychological level, like this round figure. So I placed my buy limit during the London session on this level, but I didn't got a tap over here. Okay, so I just left it, and I just doing my own thing, and I was not looking at the screen. And then what happened in New York session, in the ending of the New York session at 9 o'clock, it went down, took all the stop losses which were below of this low and this low, and this low is Asian session low, and this low is London session low, right? So it tapped, and it's a sniper entry, and it's like a really good setup to see. Like it's like a beautiful A1 quality setup, right? It went down, tapped into my entry, 15 pips stop loss over here, and my target was previous day high, because there's a buy side liquidity at the previous day high, right? So I targeted for 1:3 in this one, because I already took a loss over here, and it's my risk management. I will make another video on it. So now it went up and took the profit. So I called off for the day, like I didn't take any other trade. And on next day what happened, I did the same thing. I just looked for the Asian session low, right? And I looked for the Asian session high, but I was interested only in Asian session low, because market is bullish and I'm looking for sell side liquidity, right? So what the mistake which I did, like it was not a mistake, it was the part of the strategy. Like there was this round psychological number over here, 1.17300. I hope you guys can see it. It's over here. I placed my buy limit, and then 15 pip stop loss once again, and my target was this high over here, okay, for 1:2, previous day high. But what happened, market went up, it gave me 1:1, and I did break even, and then market fell off and it took my break even over here. So I said, okay, now I will take a buy from London session low, right? Because I'm still bullish. So this was the London session low over here, and there was this round psychological level of 1.17200, right? I placed my buy limit over there, and my stop loss was 15 pip, and my target was 1:3 once again. And it was 1:3 because I was targeting for previous day high, like the way I did in this one also, and like the way I should have done in this one. But over here the market was reversing, right? So I made another 1:3 over here. Okay, and now here comes Thursday, and it was like kind of choppy, but it was my mistake because market was in too much premium, but I thought like, yeah, it will keep on going up. So there was this Asian session low over here, okay, and there was this Asian session high over here, and now there's this round psychological level below this Asian session low of 1.17600, right? I placed my buy limit over here, and my stop loss was 15 pip, and my target was this Asian session high, right? But it was straight into the loss. Okay, it went a little bit up. It was not like that. It just did a little bit of consolidation over here, and then it went down and took my stop loss. So it's okay, like it took the stop loss. And then what happened, I saw this was like mid part of Asian session, of London session and New York session, right? Like this was the intermixing. So this was the low for me, although it was not a low for me, but I still took the trade. And there were some more confluences also which I took this trade. Okay, so what happened was I marked this low, and then my eyes looked for round psychological level below this low, right? So I saw this 1.17400, right? I placed my buy limit over here, and once again 15 pips stop loss, and I was targeting for the Asian session high. And market went so close to my stop loss, but I don't know what happened at 9 o'clock. It was like New York Stock Exchange open, and market shorts towards the upside, and then it comes down. Like, but never mind, right? Because I hit my 1:3, right? My 1:3 was somewhere around over here. Okay, and now here comes the Friday. Now I marked this low of Asian session, and this was the high of the Asian session, but I didn't took the sell from here, okay, because my bias was still bullish for this week, and I should have taken the sell from here, but I was wrong in the bias. And then what happened, I was looking for around psychological level below this low, because there's sell side liquidity over here. There are lots of stop losses of retail traders, so I took a buy from this level, and market went straight into the loss. So it was a losing day, right? It could have been a winning day, but it does not happen every day. You will take some losses. So I could have taken the sell from here, but I didn't. So like these were the trades which I took this week, and in this week I made like one loss, 3 3 3 6 7 8 9 9 minus the 1 2 7 6. Yeah, I made 6R. I made 6R this week, and I didn't make the 6R. Like after cutting commission, it was like 5.5 or something. But the thing is, like this was the good week for me. Like, and it's not like every week I can make 5R. There were some weeks when I am in negative, right? Because this week the market was trending, and I only trade euro dollar, and I only trade euro dollar because I want to cut off the, what you call, like I want to cut off the over trading and all of that thing, right? So if you trade one pair, there's a peace in the mind, like, and it's good for trading also, for trading psychology. So these were the trades. I took the trades from the sell side liquidity. This is my strategy. So I just mark session highs and lows, and then if my bias is bullish, I will look for the lows, right? And when the lows are taken, I will get in, because each and every retail trader, they'll think like, yo, like it's some kind of demand zone, right? But they will place their stop losses a little bit below of this demand zone. And what market do, it hunts for the stop loss, because all the stop losses which over here was hit with this wick, right? And all the stop losses was taken, and then market went up, because all the stop losses of lots of traders was liquidity for market makers, right? So I do the same thing, and I did the same thing for the previous week, but previous week was like kind of really like I was negative previous week, right? I was really negative, and I took like 3 or 4, like I was negative 2 hour last week, okay? And like this week I made profit, so it covered up the losses of previous week. And previous week for some kind of like NFP week, or like it was like FOMC or something. There's some big news over here, so that's why like the previous week was like a little bit tough. But this week it was really easy. I was just looking for session highs and lows, and my bias shifted on Monday, right? And when I took the first loss on the Monday, it was like really bad for me, because I thought like, yo, I had so many losses on last week. But here comes the psychology part, right? You have to follow the process, and you have to trust on your system. On next day I made 1:3, and on second day I took another break even, and then I made another profit. And on third day I took a loss and one more profit over here, okay? This was kind of risky trade, I should say, okay? It was a risky trade, and it was like a little bit like B category or C category setup, right? It was not A plus setup. A1 setup was, this one was the A1, and this one was A, right? And I took a loss on last day. So this how it goes, right? You cannot be right every time, but 60 or 70% of the time you should be right, and your risk management and your this TP should be in like 1:3 or 1:2. Then only you can be able to make profit in this market. So I hope you guys like the trades which I took, or like my analysis, like my strategy. Like this is what I use in my trading, and I have lots of more videos. Like I stopped in between to make videos, like because there was some personal reason for me, and like I was going through lots of things, so that's why I stopped making videos, and I was like totally off the track. But from now on I will just make lots of videos, and I will just make these type of videos, right? The trades which I will took, I will just post it, right? And I will tell the reason behind the trades. And yeah, if you guys like this video, so drop a like, and I hope some people will watch this video, because I was so offline, so I hope so few people will watch this video, right? So if you guys are watching this video, please drop a comment on what topic I should make a video, and I will make a video on it. And if you guys have any question, you can just comment down below, or you can DM me on Instagram or on Discord, and I will reply for sure. And yeah, so until next time, wish you good luck and keep on making profit.